Hey everybody, it's Jack and Dan.
What's up, guys? We got Pamela with us today. It's a Sunday morning, and I decided to bring Jack to a park. I used to actually work here. It's called Nike Site, isn't it?
Yes.
And why do they call it Nike Site?
Because they used to store missiles here called the Apex missiles, and Ajax missiles, and Hercules missiles, and the Nike missiles here, and a Cold War site.
Right, so around 1956 to 1961, when Russia and America kind of had a Cold War going on, they stored these missiles here underneath where this park was. This was a huge site, and we'll put some links in the description. This is very interesting, guys.
You're stepping on a missile right now?
We might be standing where a nuclear warhead was underground at one point in time.
I'm pretty sure they dug it up, so like then they put a pool over there.
So basically how this worked is these missiles were here in a lot of suburbs throughout the country. This was one of them here in Parma, where of course I grew up. We've talked about that before. And they stored these missiles so that if there was a nuclear assault on us, these missiles would have been able to shoot those nuclear missiles down.
Yes. So if Russia were to send us a nuke then we would be able to use them. The missiles that were here weren't actually ever used. They just had a...
Right, they were never used, but they were here just in case. And some of them...
to take aircrafts down and nukes down.
It's interesting, if you look on the websites and stuff that we're going to link, it does not say that there were nuclear missiles here, but it says that these missiles were able to fit nuclear warheads on them, because they don't like to actually say where the nukes ever are, do they?
Yes.
Right here in Parma, Ohio.
Right here in Parma. And for people that don't know where Parma is, if you've ever seen the Drew Carey show, that's where that took place. That's where that was, so that he kind of put Parma on the map. You can see on this sign right behind us here, Parma's Community General Hospital, which is where I was born and where Jack's grandmother worked for years, 30-something years. They took over this park, and as you can see, they put in a massive playground. Yes. Then they have a huge Ninja Warrior park over here, which we're gonna totally check out. Yes. And then they have a huge outdoor gym here, and then along this whole trail is actually little workout stations. So we're gonna take kind of a walk along this trail, check out some of these workout stations, check out this Ninja Warrior and this workout park. And this right here is the pool that I lifeguarded at in high school and college.
So they dug it up and they found it. They found the engines for the warheads, and in
2000, yes, you'll notice in this link, in the year 2000, they went down in here and they removed some of the things that were here for like 50 years.
I mean, they may still be like active. They may still have them, the military. I don't know, but they just made a pool.
But they're not here anymore, right? Right. Basically, they dug up the fuel tanks. When I worked here as a lifeguard back in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, all of those fuel tanks and everything were still buried underneath here. They didn't remove them until 2000, the year 2000, which was like 40 to 50 years after they were initially put here. So they came in here and they dug everything up. Now it's all gone, and it's been gone, of course, now for what, 21 years now?
Yeah, well, they're not going to have this.
Isn't that crazy?
In a child's playground.
I wonder if the military actually had to do that. I wonder who did it.
Well, some sort of military contract. Anyway, it's a very unique, cool place. We'll put links in the description, but now it's an awesome, huge family workout park, which is great. And there's the pool. We'll get some close-ups of the pool. This is one of the biggest, most awesome pools. There'd be about 10 lifeguards on at any given time, and I was one of them. It was really cool. So let's go check that out, guys. Okay, so when I was your age, we used to come here and swim, and then I became a lifeguard. Whoops, I walked into a tree. And basically, we used to joke around, and we would call this Nuke Site instead of Nike Site, because we knew that this was like, we used to, joke around and talk about how there were nukes here. We don't ever know if there was, but we used to call it Nuke Site. And there was a big, huge guard tower there, and that's where we all hung out. You could see all the guard chairs. And this is a huge city pool. This is twice the size of all the other city pools. There were 4 of them total, 2 of which have been removed and filled in. This one still draws a huge crowd. Right here, there was a massive 10-meter high dive. And then next to that was a 3-meter dive, and then a regular dive that I think was only a meter.
How deep it is, but it says 12 feet.
Yes, this was a huge, deep pool. There was a diving team would come here. Again, there was high dives. It was really, really neat.
They didn't just have it out. They had it like it was active in the Cold War, and again, you guys know the
Right, there were military buildings, but they've all been taken down.
But it was underground when it was active in the Cold War. But they, obviously,
we used to joke around that there was nukes underneath the pool. But again, we were teenagers, you know, we thought that kind of stuff was neat. But this pool was amazing. This is a metal pool, you can see, because it ripples when the water is out of it. It was one of the most amazing pools. This has been here for a very long time. So you can see there was the diving area. These were the lap areas. And then that was the kids area where you would enter. This was an amazing city pool. You can see how huge this deck was. And it was teeming with hundreds and sometimes even 1,000 people here at the park during the summer. And it was a great job. I made $3 an hour and I got PERS. So I had a retirement.
$3 an hour is not that much.
Which I paid to save people's lives and teach kids how to swim, right? But I paid my retirement out to pay back my student loans. I think I had $7,000 saved up from working as a lifeguard for the city. So that was nice. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over here. Now that we've seen the pool, we're gonna check out some of these other areas and maybe we'll walk along the trail, try some of these workouts. Okay, so this is one of these kind of trails where you come along these stations and, you know, you can do different things.
Stretches.
Stretch out those obliques and intercostals and spine.
So novice 10 times, advanced 20 times, and then run.
Yeah, and then they're going to tell you could run to the next station, or you could walk to the next station, or you could jog to the next station. Yeah, that's kind of like that little gym. That's even more advanced. That one uses body weight on some of the weight machines. We're going to go along this trail here first and see what else there is. There's actually some equipment along the trail too, and all these fitness courses. It's amazing. There's lots of things like this outside. I mean, easily, even a place like Cleveland, at least 6 months out of the year, you could get outside and work out. This costs nothing. This was all paid for by the city and by Parma Hospital.
This is really good.
I mean, this is super cool, man.
Nice in the wintertime, too, if the trail...
You could in the wintertime, I mean, if it wasn't too cold.
Nice thing for
all right,
the
hey, there's a push-up. There's a push-up bench.
Let's
do some push-ups here. Jess gonna do some push-ups on the bar. Go ahead. Yeah, they're tough, huh? We just actually worked out yesterday, did chest, so we're pretty sore. But go ahead, show us what's up, Pamela. Let's see some push-ups. No problem for Pamzilla. Doing 10 on the bar. All right, Jess gonna do some more. They're tough, huh?
I'm very sore.
Sore from football practice and stuff. All right, so if you're really advanced, you can come down and put your feet up on the bar, and that's more like doing like an incline. Strong. So that's another way to do it. The other thing you could do if you want to do more triceps, you could put your hands closer together and do them like that. That's going to use more of your arms.
Everybody's together.
You're supposed to bring weights, but...
Yeah, you could.
You could probably bring a couple little dumbbells with you for some of these. Maybe you could find a big brick or something over here. Or your water bottle. You got a big water bottle. You could put one water bottle in each hand.
20. I did 20.
Nice job, guys. So it looks like they also have horseshoe pits here. You probably do, what's that called with the bean bags, dude?
Cornhole.
Cornhole. I always forget the name of that. So many things at this park. All right, here we go. We're at the next station. You know what? For a guy like me, I mean, this isn't, you know, very difficult. I mean, you're talking.
You got long arms there, Dan.
But
strong man.
Around and you can do some pull-ups while you're here, right? And you could do some rows like this. You get some pull-ups in. Look at that. And so, yeah, I mean, and it's nice and high for tall guys.
Awesome.
I tell you, you could do pull-ups, you could do laterals, you could do wide, you could do the monkey bars. I mean, this is a great piece of equipment here. Look at this one. This is really challenging.
These are very hard. I cannot do these.
Yeah, this is the big business here.
They're like aluminum. So
Hand ring bridge. Yeah, be careful. This is old school, like concrete. They got warnings and stuff on here like, look, man, if you can't do it, you know. It's tough. It's tough to hold your weight like that with one hand, isn't it? I'll see if I can do it. Let me see. You know, the way I did this traditionally is I would go like this and just kind of do it like that. And that's not too hard if you got a pretty good grip. And you could just work your way down, you know, and that's pretty good. But, yeah, I mean, this is pretty fun. So we talked about the psoas before, which is the lower abdominal muscle that your hip flexors with. It's a good core muscle exercise. This is something you could do on rings like this. You just pick those legs up, and this is almost tall enough for me even if you just kind of set them down and you pull those legs up. So again, you could incorporate so many different exercises on all this equipment. This stuff is heavy duty, hardcore stuff. I mean, what a great job Parma did. Way to go, Parma. All right, right over here are all the baseball fields. Yes. Obviously, you could go in there, do bleachers and stuff too. It's amazing how much is available outside here. We're coming across the next station. Sit-up benches. Look at these nice sit-up benches. Hop on there, give me some sit-ups, buddy. Yeah, this is something. And it's nice that they have more than one at a lot of these locations. So if you're doing it with a buddy or a group, or if somebody else comes along, you're not holding somebody else up. All right, let's see some sit-ups there, pal. So it's just recycled rubber. I mean, it's not by any means is it super cushiony like a gym, but pretty cool for outside, right? Yeah, pretty hard, huh? Pretty nice. Yeah, this is hardcore. No pads and stuff, but you could probably bring a little pad along with you if you really wanted, right?
Yeah.
So right in the middle of the park, they got this thing. What's this thing? I'm not familiar with this, Jack.
This is a Gaga pit. I have them at my school. It's a Middle Eastern sport, and it's like a hexagon, kind of, I guess. And it's kind of like volleyball. So there's like a ball in the middle, and you say Gaga go, and then you try to pass it, and if it hits your feet, you're out.
Kind of like a dodgeball kind of thing?
Who's ever left
I thought it was like a pit of death MMA thing or something. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
got
game rules over there. You try to go like this, but if it hits your feet, you're out.
So it's kind of like dodgeball kind of thing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah, they got rules right there, so you basically just use like a volleyball or something?
Yeah.
Well, how neat. They got everything here. All right, they got 3 different sizes: Papa Bear, Mama Bear, Baby Bear, right?
Yes, I can only do this.
You gonna try it on the short one first?
Yeah,
try to do some pull-ups, man.
Oh, no, I can't.
Yeah, they're tough, dude. They're super tough. Pamela gonna do some pull-ups?
No.
Let's see if you could do some pull-ups, though. We just did buys yesterday, like a killer bicep workout.
That's enough.
But let me see if I can do, maybe on this tall one, I could do some wide grip back pulls or something.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is tall. I like it.
We already had a really killer workout.
I like how my feet don't touch, because usually they do. It's hard for me to find pull-up bars that my feet don't touch on. This is nice.
I believe you're doing a pronated grip or maybe a supinated.
Yeah, that's more for like lats. So
okay.
I do like that. But you could do them any way you want. These are nice pull-up bars. They're nice and solid. They're nice and fat for big hands. Super cool.
Good job.
So this is something really cool they have. They have a small putt-putt range, and all you got to do is bring your putter and some golf balls and your family or by yourself, and you can get lots of practice putting on this little putting green. And it's not like a super big, fancy, putt-putt thing, but it's really more of just practicing putting for real golf. Look at how nice this is. I mean, this is really nice. So you can practice your putting when you're done working out. Isn't that cool? All right, here's the next one. This one's fancy. This one's got like a pad, huh? This looks like a row machine. Look at this guy just standing out here in the middle of the park. Give that a shot, man. That is pretty cool. Oh, it uses body weight.
Oh, it's scary.
So the more you weigh, the more you got to pull.
It's scary.
So if you're bigger and more muscular, you got to lift more weights. Oh, it has a stopper. So you can push and pull. Hey, that's pretty neat.
It's kind of scary, actually. It's really stupid.
I want to try it. It looks fun.
I used to actually row on the Cleveland rowing team for novice for women, 2015. This is pretty cool. You're outside. I train my clients using a heart rate monitor. Literally, this is all about you. There is no electric plugins. It's your manual workout. You're getting a tan.
Yeah.
I love it.
Bonus.
Or you can go fast.
That's a cool machine. I've never seen one like that, actually, ever.
It really is comfy.
Uses your own weight.
Yeah.
Super neat.
I'm loving it. 2 thumbs up, Parma.
So one of the things we were saying is how a lot of people say, hey, I don't have the money to go to a gym. I don't have a place. Listen, this is Parma, guys.
Yeah.
This is not a high-income community.
Yeah, it's not.
This is a low to medium-income community. 110,000 people live here, but they do have some nice products. A lot more cities are having things like this.
Friends, your whole family for free.
Yeah, Google it up on your phone. Look around for places like this.
It's actually really nice that the community did.
You can social distance. Hey, look, we're here early on a Sunday morning. There's no one around.
Yeah.
The other thing you have to remember is UV light kills everything. So you have to be wiping everything down. This UV light's going to kill every kind of virus or bacteria.
Your vitamin D out here, your natural vitamin D, which is recommended with,
Of course, especially in Ohio where we don't get enough.
Yeah.
Let's see what Jack's doing over here. This is another station. What do we got here? Oh, we got a dip slash leg lift station.
It's nice, but it doesn't have a back, so kind of
Yeah, you do leg lifts, you could do dips. I mean, look at this. There's more pull-up bars.
Yeah.
There's some more pull-up bars here. I mean, this thing's amazing how much is on this trail. Okay, so I'm guessing this trail is about a 1/4 mile long or so. Not exactly sure. There are numerous stations. Obviously, you could go around it several times and do each one of these exercises 3, 4, 5, 10 times if you want. Right in the middle is this whole huge green field area where you could do jumping, sprinting, that whole Ninja Warrior Park. We're almost at the end of this trail, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna check more of this Ninja Warrior stuff out. Jack, you said you do these in football practice, right?
Yeah, we do these all the time.
Stretching it out. I usually like to put my hands on my hips.
Lunges, baby.
If you really should do it, you should put your knee on the ground.
Yeah, knee on the ground. The deepest sweet, baby. Look at that. Last station, I think, here, huh? Parallel bars. Man, these are tough. You could do dips in there. You could do leg lifts in there. You got to try to walk across. Can you go like one hand at a time and walk across? Look at that. That's tough, huh? Let me see if I can do it. I don't know if I can do that.
Here.
Oh, man. That's tough.
Like I said, you guys can handle the toughness.
At the same time. Let's see if we can work some dips in the middle.
Good job, man.
Okay, so this is the Burks Fitness course. Super awesome. It's called Elevate. You could do it from ages 5 to 12, which should be supervised is what they say, or 13 and above can do it on their own. Well, you just meet the requirements. You could come up here with your buddies and practice the Ninja Warrior Park over here at Nike site. Why don't you give it a try, and I'll just kind of follow along here. So you start here and you just go. Just do a quick run through, see how it goes, man.
Okay.
Go ahead, man. Look at that. Sometimes you'll see people on the show go down right on those first obstacles. Look at that, right up the hill. Nice. Right up the rope. I'll tell you
I'm
what.
not going for speed. I'm just gonna stand.
Nah, just this is a dry run. We didn't even try it yet or nothing. We're just going through it.
I'm not going to do these.
Well, you can either do those or you can go along the wall. See? Try to go along the wall. You can put your hands and feet in the wall and go along the wall, or you can do the monkey bars. Or if you want to go advanced, you could try to grab these. Oh, I got a shock. You could try to grab these ends here. I might try to do that. Apparently, my Vibram caused a lot of static against the... you're over here, buddy. My Vibram apparently caused a lot of static against the AstroTurf. Every time I touch something, I get a shock.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was. So you just kind of
Jack's going over here. These are just like things to volley through. Yeah, how neat. So what you got to do? Climb up over the top? Let's do it, man. This is just a net where you can put your arms through, your legs through. What a cool thing. This is very padded, too. I mean, this is super thick. If you were to fall, you probably wouldn't get hurt. Of course, you could still break your neck, so obviously be careful. That's pretty tough, huh?
good.
It's pretty high. Probably going to want to try to turn around.
No, I got this.
You got it? You're like, whatever, dude. I'm jumping. All right, follow the arrow here. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's some Ninja Warrior stuff. Floating platforms. Nice. Oh, this is like the jumping spider thing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's tough. I don't think you're supposed to go on the top. You're supposed to get them from the sides. You know what I mean?
If you can. Yeah.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Pretty cool, huh? I mean, it's not as big as like Play CLE, but for a little outside course, what do you think? Nice job, kiddo. Pretty tough, man. All right, so that is another equipment type of gym with body weight, and that is right next to the Ninja Warrior thing. So we're gonna go check that out too. Pamela wants to give this course a try, so we're gonna see how Pamela does, and then we're gonna go check out some more of that equipment. You ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do here.
Jack did pretty good. Jack did pretty good.
All right, here we go.
Those are farther apart than they look. Those are pretty far. Climbed right up the hill, no problem there. I tell you what, this is very challenging to use, you know, against your body weight and grip strength. When you see those guys and ladies doing that Ninja Warrior stuff, those people have incredible grip strength. They do mountain climbing, all kind of things. She's going to do the intermediate one and the monkey bars. If you're advanced, you could grab these little red handles on the outside. That looks really tough. Oh. All right, ready? Over the podiums there. Now you got the waved. You thought those were hard over there. Now these are like waved. Yeah, you're pretty much just going to jump through these. And there's, of course, you could go the high or the low, whatever you want to do. Here's the netting. Now you got to climb up over this one.
Now we already did this course on the outside.
Yeah, we did the whole course on the outside, which was good. Had a heck of a workout yesterday for several hours. But hey, you know what? It's nice to throw some more stuff in. It's about 90 degrees and sunny. It's going to be 90. It's almost 85 already in the morning. Hot summer day in September here in Cleveland, Ohio. Look how big that park is. It's nice to see these kids, how active so many of these kids are in the park. Their parents bringing them, their grandparents bringing them. Yeah, I mean, if you're watching the grandkids, bring them to the Ninja Warrior Park to burn up some energy, huh?
All right.
Now she's going across the floating platforms. Wow.
You could really super go fast and just...
Yeah, she's just checking it out. We never did it before. This is our first time, no dry run or nothing. So we're gonna see to try to do the jumping spider.
So they have a wall at CLE.
Yeah, CLE is like a big straight clear wall, but this is angled. But if you're advanced, nice job, babes. If you're super advanced, you could go up higher. You can see that these are not as slanted on the top. That's tough.
Yeah.
Nice job. Nice
I
job.
love it. Great job, City of Parma.
Yeah, this nice little sprint track here on AstroTurf's nice too. You could race each other. You could work on your 40-yard dash. Really kind of nice here. Very cool. All right, so at the end of the Ninja Warrior thing now, they got a whole gym. And these are more of these machines that use your own body weight. These are outdoor machines. Jack's doing some lat pull downs. Pretty tough, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically using your own body weight. So there's 2 lat pull downs. Here we have a quad section of leg presses. Look at those. So you're just leg pressing your own body. 4 people around. Yeah, I mean, basically it just says, hey, look, it's a 4-person leg press. If you were doing one of your classes here, Pamela, you could have 4 people at a time doing leg presses, and then they could do 40-yard dashes in between them. You could do a ton of classes out here.
I do a class of about 15, 20 people.
How cool is this? There you got a, look over here, they got a, looks like an incline press, vertical press, kind of an incline / military press. Look at these. Use your own body. Well, look at you lifting your own body weight. Here's a regular bench press.
I weigh 125, so that's pretty good.
You could do your arms in or out. That's pretty good. I tell you, these machines are great. Over here we have what looks like some sort of elliptical type of thing. Looks like this is a 2-person one. Cross-country ski simulator. Get on this thing, kiddo. I want to see that thing work. It's like a cross-country, like a Nordic track. This was made by Greenfields. If you live in a city and you want to have something like this, look up Greenfields. Go to your local council. Look at that thing. That thing rocks. Hold on. Let's get Pamela on there with you. So look at this thing. This is like a tandem Nordic track.
Jack's got long legs and he always beats me because he's a cross-country runner.
Look at how cool this thing is.
It is super cool.
That is amazing.
Wow, talk about getting some good stretching in, but...
Stretching out the glutes and the hams.
Heart rate up here.
That's all. I've never seen anything like this before, ever.
Super awesome.
How cool is this? Hey, guys, call your city council. Yeah. Tell them to get a hold of Greenfields. You could show them this video and say, hey, we want something like that for our city. All right, guys, so what an amazing park. You've got this huge playground. You've got all this amazing outdoor exercise equipment. You got this Ninja Warrior thing, which was incredibly challenging. We've been here, guys, for about an hour to, I think, an hour and a half. Tried all this stuff out. This was a great, amazing workout on a hot summer day and Sunday morning. What'd you guys think? Was it awesome?
Yeah, it's really nice that the community does this for the people. It's really good.
I absolutely love it. I'm Polish, so is Dan, so the Parma Polish trainers.
Yeah, I mean, let me tell you something. There's a lot of Polish, Ukrainian, very good ethnic community here. Very awesome place, and it's nice that the hospitals and the healthcare systems are providing more of this kind of stuff. Make sure if your community doesn't have things like this, maybe call your council person, your councilman, your councilwoman, and say, hey guys, let's get something like this together. Let's pull it together. This is not incredibly expensive to do, but also look, there may be some of these things around you that you don't even realize are there.
Right,
a lot of places have these.
That's why we like to do videos. I used to work for the Greater Cleveland Y, and I did grants with Parma Hospital, which, you know, this is also in the whole area. I used to train children, and so this is fabulous.
Super great for kids and adults. Hey, so we're all warmed up. Now we're going to go take about a 20-mile bike ride. You ready?
Can we eat first?
All right, that was a totally fun morning. Family fitness at the park. Awesome. We're refueling here at Chipotle, and then we're going to hit this bike ride. We're going to take you guys over. We're just going to shoot a little bit of footage by Lake Abram, a beautiful, beautiful place. We've done some videos there before, but not in a long time. So we're refueling here. Let me show you guys a little hack too. If you want a little more protein for your money, first of all, we always get the sofritos, which is chopped up tofu. But if you want a little more protein for your money, instead of when they ask what kind of bean you want, don't tell them both, because they'll give you a smaller portion of each one. Just tell them just black beans. Then they'll put a big scoop of black beans. Then say, hey, you know what? I changed my mind. I want to get both. Then they'll put a scoop of pinto. Nobody's ever given me an attitude, and I've been doing this for like 25 years, like ever since they opened, and I do it every time, and you'll notice that you always get more beans. It's just one of those little dad hacks. So give that a try. You'll see that you'll actually get a little more food for your money. All right, let's head over to Lake Abram. This is the bridge, guys, that goes over Lake Abram. It is huge. I think it's about a quarter-mile long. You can see the big, amazing dragonflies against that blue sky here today. Look at those sculptures. There's tons of wildlife in here. And because this is like a glacial type of formation, it isn't very deep. And especially now in the summer, it goes down quite a bit. Look at these dragonflies. And I would bring Jack here in the stroller all the time when he was little. He loves riding his bike here now. There's a lot of birds, a lot of dragonflies, a lot of wildlife. They got these little spectacle things, don't they, kiddo?
Yeah, these are really high quality.
Yeah, you can see all the way out there. This is one of the cool things here. This is actually stainless steel book that is printed to withstand the elements. All the different amphibians and reptiles and plants that are here in this. So look at this, how big this is. All the different birds. Isn't this neat? You gotta love the Cleveland Metro Parks. They do a great job. Super amazing. Look at all the different birds that are here. A lot of bird watchers come and get their binoculars and that out here, and telescopes. We see them here quite often taking pictures with huge lenses. Amazing place. Look at this bridge, guys, how long this is. This is amazing. Not a single cloud in the sky today. Beautiful day. A lot of people kind of throw the towel in here. They go, summer's over. But the way it's been lately these last few years, summer stays on longer and fall is just really short, and it just starts snowing right away. So let's go up here and see this beautiful park here at the end. This is gorgeous. There's this really cool deck area they built. And if we're nice and quiet, we will probably see some frogs and turtles in here where all this duckweed is.
Maybe some dragonflies.
Maybe some dragonflies. Isn't this neat?
You can see that there's leaves that are falling onto
on the duckweed. Look how concentrated that duckweed is.
The duckweed's so thick.
It's so thick. All right, let's look around here and see. Isn't this cool? There's like this little deck. We're gonna take it out to the end here. And just a little patch where the ground is lower, so there's water. You can see there's a lot of dragonflies there. Usually there's some turtles and frogs around. We don't know if we'll see any here today. Maybe because it's getting more to the hot part of the day and they're underwater. Yeah, talk about duckweed, though. I mean, if we ever want a duckweed for a tank, we just take a handful out of here, huh?
All this free snack.
All right, we're going to head back across this massive bridge. Man, this is something, isn't it? Look at that. Yeah, again, I'll put a link in the description. One time, Pamela and I shot some video when we came here at night, put some music to it. Sun was setting. Gorgeous, gorgeous place. We're going to head over this whole thing, go over by the hospital, get on the trail over there, and do some serious more of a long time type of ride. But I just wanted to come over here and see this and show you guys this. It's really something. Beautiful, beautiful area. If you ever come to Cleveland, check out Lake Abram. Hands down, one of the most beautiful places. All right, there's the wonderful and beautiful Southwest Hospital. It's a big new modern addition they put on.
Very nice looking.
Yeah, about 15 years ago, added this big front addition. And then here's all the medical arts building, and then another Southwest building there. And then behind this was Parkside, big rehab center. And I was case manager of that rehab center for, I don't know, 10 years or something. And we took all the rehab patients from the hospital over here, all the cancer rehab, all the orthopedic rehab, cardiac rehab, you name it. So anyway, there we go. We're going to head back behind the path of the hospital and continue on to see where it takes us. But that's a neat building there in the front, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, we are several miles from Lake Abram on our way to see Lake Isaac. This is a little bit more of a trail, isn't it? A little more off-roading. Good thing Pamela got the new mountain bike. Just went under some big, huge wires running through the park. This is a little cool, kind of more trail riding here. So this is part of Lake Isaac over here, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this. We thought we saw some duckweed before. Look at this whole entire area of this lake. Look at that blue sky next to the green of that duckweed, man. That is unbelievable. Something else here, isn't it? This is a lot more of a water lake.
Yes, it says right here, it says native species, mid-painted turtle, non-native species, red-eared swallow.
Right, that's why you don't let your turtle go. If you get a turtle like a red-eared slider like ours,
Yes.
you don't let them go into the habitat. They're not native.
They don't blend in the environment.
Yeah, there's no fishing here. It's a reserve. Beautiful, beautiful lake, reservoir, and, you know, area where fish and all animals and birds are protected, huh?
Yeah.
This was an awesome day. Guys, we're going to wrap this video up here. We're going to ride back to Lake Abram. Have an awesome day. We had a fun time today. Riding bikes, doing Ninja Warrior workouts. We had a really cool day. It's only like 2 in the afternoon. Yeah. So we're going to head back. We got some things to do at home. Probably have a nice, healthy dinner. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Take care. Get out there and do something before the snow falls, right?
Yeah.
We'll see you next time, everybody.